I'm back live. I should be back live.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back live now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with this damn thing.
Matt, why don't you take your unemployment checks and buy a basic PC to do your podcast?
Man, I don't. It's not the dude. I never had these issues with my computer. It's not the computer. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You don't even have to spend that much, man. You can probably get like a decent desktop for like $600, $700. Buy a second monitor so you can monitor one thing on one screen, and then.
So you want me to get some so I can upgrade and keep putting money into it?
I mean, if you want to like start doing your decent podcast again, man, you need to do something.
I didn't have issues with this. The only time I have issues is like an OBS thing. It never been the computer thing. It's the OBS.
OBS is hit and miss.
Yeah, it's hit and miss.
Let's see if I can. Where am I?
Yep, and there's the first dislike. I think it has to be Alex's people. It'll be disliking my shit. I swear it did. Because I remember that time when I left for like about 5-6 months, and all of a sudden I was doing a few videos. My dislike then went up to like 20, 30. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, as soon as I left Team Red, I get more trolls and I get more dislikes. I was like, man, y'all, they some freaking drama queens for real over there.
I think it's people just trolling you.
Yeah, I don't see why, because I don't do YouTube videos no more. I got out the YouTube streets a long time ago. What they call the crumb side? Like, dude, when the last time we done the Football Friday? When the last time we done that?
I was like, what, 3 years ago?
Okay, that's a long time ago. Like, I evolved from that. I'm 33, about to be 34, and I'm not gonna keep on. I'm not gonna be in my 40s, doing stuff like that. It's very childish, man. It's very childish. People just need to fucking grow up, for real.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Speaking of dislikes, man, my freaking new video got 6 of them so far.
Damn, what you talk about?
I was trying fruitcake.
Oh, fruitcake, huh?
I guess they didn't like my. I guess they don't like my views on fruitcake.
I guess not. So, okay, what was we talking about a while ago? I think it was your turn, Amazon, and I asked you about your opinion for Cyberpunk. Then the computer then went black. You still there, Amazon? Oh, he's probably with his kids.
And then it muted.
Yeah, classic Amazon. Okay. And he gone now. I guess it's Real and the fucking Nick show, right? So, okay, did we get to you by? Yeah, we did get to you by Cyberpunk.
I did mine. Yeah, I did mine, and then Amazon went. And
so, I guess overall, the Cyberpunk 2077 situation, I really hope they can, come back from this. Some companies came back from the dead, like I said, with No Man's Sky. What's the name of that studio? Shammer, what's the name of that did it? I forgot the name of it. You remember? Telltale. No, it's not Telltale. Fuck. Damn, how did I forget?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Bear, but he's not here.
Oh yeah. You probably still on that toxic podcast with Thrash them and shit.
Let me see.
But yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, Cyberpunk, from what I played so far, it's a good game. It's fun, but it's so good and so fun. I put it down because I want to get the full experience of this game. I put in like a couple of hours to the game, and I'm like, you know what? There's still some patches that needs to get fixed in this game because there's still some little bugs and stuff. I'm gonna just wait until they not only just patch it, just I want that upgrade. Give me that upgrade, so I can, fully experience this game the way I want to experience this game. I want that next gen upgrade patch. So, if it takes 5 months, if it takes 6 months, I don't care. It is what it is. Because I want to finish this game the way it's supposed to, look.
Hello Games did know.
Okay, Hello Games. Okay, that's the name of it. So did you play? You didn't play it yet, haven't you? You're not gonna play it?
No, I was gonna wait a few years, and like I think I made the right decision.
You said you cheapskate. A few
Man,
years.
I was waiting for.
You wait for Game Pass, ain't
Man,
you?
I wait for the. I either wait for Game Pass or Steam sales, man.
Retro Bro. Where's Retro Bro at? I want him to be here to talk about Steam sales.
Like the
okay.
the like, it's rare I buy a game like day one at full price.
Yeah,
and it's usually like a Switch game because you have no choice but to play $60 for a Switch game. So
yeah. I guess Bird wants to join. Bar. Where he at?
But yeah, outside of that, like I just wait for game sales now. Man. It's like especially Game Pass.
Yeah. Hey man, Game Pass is the best thing. I can't believe they will say something like, "Oh, there you are, Bear." Question, Bear. I got a question for you. Hey, he's muted. But yeah, on the Game Pass.
What is?
Huh?
So how do you come in muted? What the
I know, you asshole. What the fuck is that shit?
But oh yeah, I'm definitely like up for more Game Pass. I know a lot of people are like I don't know why Alex is always like, well, I'm glad this game doesn't come to Xbox. Like, why, man? The chances that game coming to Xbox, chances of coming to Game Pass, man. I'm trying to get these games.
I know. I guess I'm gonna
stop being happy for. Stop being happy for games not being a Game Pass.
It makes sense.
Games not going to Xbox.
It's like, okay, you got Disney Plus and you mad because they put in what's a Marvel movie? Let's say there's a new Avengers coming out. They mad because the new Avengers is coming out. That don't make no sense at all. Instead of paying, typically you take the whole family with you to the theater. I got a family of five. There's 5 of us, so that's on average about $40 on tickets. Either I pay the $40 or I could just pay the $12 a month on Disney. Well, I think it's less than that. I bundled with Hulu about $7, $8, $9, whatever. It's less than $10. So why would I get mad if I pay less? What kind of fuckboy shit is that, man? Like Wonder Woman. Okay, my wife, she told me earlier that, hey man, the tickets could be like $5, this Friday if you want to go to the theaters. And I told her, hey, we got HBO Max, and we have a 75.
Oh, I know, man. I'm looking forward to that. I am gonna sit on my couch, get nice and comfortable, eat some food, and just watch this friggin' movie.
I know. I already paid for my streaming services. I got a big 75-inch TV and a theater system on the surround sound. Why do I want to go pay more to go sit down?
Like, they're just making this so easy now.
I know. Why would you be against streaming services? Why would you be against value? If you're against value, you are a sheep. You are a fuck boy. I don't understand. Who could come against? It's like this. If you are against Game Pass and you think it's the worst thing in gaming history and it's anti-consumer, then say the same thing to Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, all these other streaming services. There's a lot of streaming services, man. Can't keep up with them.
Hold on.
Oh shit, he cleared his throat. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck, Burr? What the fuck? You finally gonna say something?
If people have a problem, if motherfuckers have a problem with Game Pass, you are beyond the word gay at this point.
Ain't that podcast you be on?
I rest my case.
I heard about some fuckboy shit on that podcast you be on, man. I know Thrash invited me on, but I don't know if I could be a part of that. That's the toxicity. It's just too toxic over there, man. It's too toxic. I don't see how you be part of that.
If you want to lose brain cells, man. If you want to lose brain cells, dude, yeah, come on over.
I refuse to come over there, man. I go over there and first now I say, hey man, I'm a fan of Xbox. Now they gonna start arguing me down why the Xbox the worst company. I ain't got time for that shit, man. I don't need no damn documentary. I don't need no history on why you should not buy an Xbox. What the fuck, man? Oh my god, this is too funny, though. It is too funny. Oh boy.
What up, Nick?
Hey,
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Where's who else is in here?
Amazu just
Alex
left.
here, we had to go.
I had
Yeah,
to pick up
Alex
his
and him had to
wife. I don't know if he's coming back because he said something about he was gonna. He said he's gonna play some game tonight. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be part of that too.
What are y'all playing?
Deep Rock Galactic.
What the fuck is that?
Research that shit, motherfucker, man. That's what Google's there for.
Hey, Peach said you too low. I can hear Barrett. I can hear him clearly. So they
I
can't
can hear him just fine.
Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear Bear or Fatal, whatever you want to call yourself? You will always be Bear to us.
Of course I will be.
All right.
Yo, Nick, that's why when you changed my name to that, dude, I didn't get offended. I was like, dude, you changed my name in a community that already knows me by that name, so you're doing me a favor.
I don't know. He says something about it. You like you didn't want that name anymore. Mad at you, so I changed it to that. Piss you off.
Well, no, I'm trying to bury that name. Outside from you guys, I'm trying to bury that name because there's too much fucking hostility behind
My
the name.
age of tyranny is over, sir. So you have nothing longer to fear.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna pick on you, dude. Relax.
Why? It's too much drama behind that Bear Hugger name. Too much drama.
My like I said,
well, yeah.
my reign of tyranny has ended.
Let me see if I could bring your voice up since she said no. You are all the way up, so I don't know. I guess speak up, Bear, or maybe it's your device, Peach. It could be your device. I don't know.
But the thing of it is, though, Nick, man, I kind of don't feel bad, though, man, because I know how Alex gets. Like, remember, like, I made him quit fucking Among Us, dude, because I'm just too good at that game.
I never played that before. Is it fun? Like people said it is?
Well, it used to be for us.
Oh,
Shit,
hell. What happened?
I'm too good at the game.
I thought about downloading and see if my wife might, see if she'll like it on the Switch. I'm trying to find some type of family game to play with her. She's not really a gamer unless it's Splatoon. If it's Splatoon, that's all she'll play all day, Splatoon. She's a casual fucking gamer.
Well, you really need to. I mean, like Among Us really needs to be an online thing. Kind of be individual.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really know shit on it.
So I guess before you got here, you was unless you want to give us your quick thoughts about Cyberpunk2077 before we go to Halo, Burr.
The only thing I'm going to say about 2077 is that I already saw the writing on the wall. So fuck that game.
Oh damn, it's like that.
Yep, it's like that.
Damn, you must don't have a next gen console because I didn't have no issues.
Well, it's not. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I definitely am not going to play that on current gen, especially in the condition that it's in. But again, like I said before, when you go back and you look at all the footage that we've been seeing over the last several months, last couple of years actually, in fact, man, that game was not going to be ready for launch. Not with everything that the supposed CD Projekt Red was promising for the game itself, man. Fuck that noise.
Let's just be real. They released that trying to catch the holiday sales of Christmas and all. Let's just be real. That's what they wanted. And now I'm hearing that they lost over $1 billion. That's what I'm hearing. It's kind of hard to believe that because they sold over 13 million copies. That is insane. Right. That's it. They on pace to outsell The Witcher 3 the way it's going. But with the backlash that's what's going on right now, I don't know. I still think it's gonna. The Amazu just came and left. Fucking Amazu. But it's still on pace to reach 20 million. But would it reach 30 million? Because I think that's I think The Witcher 3 sold about 30 million. Am I correct? Because it's up there. Witcher 3 is a very popular game. So popular they made a Netflix series, and I actually enjoyed the series.
Yeah, and sales got a boost to that game after that.
I think so. Yeah, that was a big boost, and I actually enjoyed the. Are they making a season 2? That was an awesome show.
Yeah, it's just gonna take a while because I think they're actually filming it. They're probably getting around, but
now
everything's delayed.
Here's the issue, right? Check this out, there, real. We were supposed to stand against this game, right? Mm-hmm. Make a big ordeal to try to get these devs to fucking stop robbing us blind of fucking or doing all this fuckery bullshit, right? Yeah. What does that say to the game still selling 13 million fucking units even after refunds and returns.
I don't know. I thought about taking mine back just to get my money back, but like I said, I decided I'm gonna keep it. So I want to play the game. You know, I bought the game based off of a trust, of faith, because of what we got with the Witcher 3 game. I loved it. I was like, you know, CD Projekt Red, they've been doing things and, you know, everything right. They've been against anti-consumer, all the stuff they've been tweeting all generation. They talking about, hey, we're gonna give you free updates, you don't need to pay this and that. And they've been taking jabs at EA, taking jabs at a lot of people that's releasing games broken, you know, charging all this money, you know, like I don't know, man. They kind of,
right?
Yeah, they kind of put their foot in their own mouth right now, and it's not looking too good right now. It's not looking too good. But yeah, that's the main reason why I bought it, you know, because I trusted them because of the product that they gave us with The Witcher 3. Even with the Game of the Year edition, you know, with all that extra content, like when I say extra content, I'm not talking about you know extra few hours of content. No, I'm talking about an extra 20 to 40 hours of content. How that is insane. You buy a game and you put over 50, 60 hours into it, and now that they gave you more content, you could put another 50, 60 hours. That's pro-consumership. Am I right? That's very pro-consumer. And I don't know, man. It's like they went from I don't even know who to say anymore that you know give good deals that's very pro-consumer. I guess you could say Microsoft. I guess you could say Microsoft is very pro-consumer. They went from a Microsoft to EA. Just you know, middle of the night. Like it's that bad. It's really bad. And I don't know. I really hope that, like we said a while ago, with the whole Hello Game situation, the No Man's Sky, like maybe they can, you know, pull themselves up from their own bootstraps and just fix their own shit, man. Disappear for a year like Sean Murray did and come back and make a really good game. I hadn't played No Man's Sky like you did, Barrett, but from what I heard it was a complete 180. It was a turnaround, and it happens to be a great game. Can you confirm that, Barrett?
Yes, I can confirm that. The game went from being the shallowest game known to man to now being fucking a masterpiece.
Yeah, because it got a Game of the Year award, like ongoing games. I heard, yeah, it got an award from that. I think was it like last year?
Yeah, best ongoing game.
Yeah,
best ongoing game. But here's the difference between. See, I saw the comparison on Twitter the other day of people comparing like Cyberpunk to No Man's Sky. Here's the biggest problem with that statement, though, right? There's massive different fucking reasons for both games fucking getting criticized for what they're doing. The difference is now is that CD Projekt Red had built up this fucking huge fucking hype and humongous fucking fan base, right? No Man's Sky, nobody heard of Hello Games outside of No Man's Sky when it first came out. Unless you played Joe Danger, you didn't know who the fuck this company was. The hype from the game is entirely different to that of fucking Cyberpunk being hyped for the last how many years because of what happened with Witcher 3, CD Projekt Red saying all this shit about fucking being or not wanting to be anti-consumer, doing DLC right, stuff that you were mentioning. Yeah, so all that credibility that they earned is now in the shitter.
Yeah.
Whereas No Man's Sky started off with that, got in the shitter, but rebuilt that trust from scratch.
Yeah.
Because that trust was never there to begin with. So it was easier for them to get that love and that transition. Fucking CD Projekt Red, man, they're going to be fucking hit with a lot of shit for a long minute after this, man. A long minute after this.
And it didn't help with the ongoing Twitter stuff that CD Projekt Red been, doing and saying, and, damage controlling and liking. They retweeting people damage controller for them. Like, they just need to shut the fuck up. Just shut up, apologize, and that apology letter, I kind of didn't like it. I kind of felt that they was a little arrogant with the apologies and shit, and they over boasting and bragging about, we got 8 million the first day, the pre-orders and stuff, and blah, 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 that. And, like, I don't know, man. Now I'm hearing that they lost $1 billion. I don't know if that's true or not, because they sold over 13 million copies right now, and it's kind of hard to believe they lost $1 billion. I don't understand that. Stocks went down. I know that might have something to do with it. Stocks went down. A lot of shareholders, they probably lost trust with them, so that could have something to do with it. I don't know. A lot of people just lost trust and faith in CD Projekt Red after what happened. What they should have done, like, just apologize, say we're gonna fix it as fast as we can, and shut the fuck up. That's what they should have done. If I feel that they made it worse. Like I said, over the weekend, they went from one of the most beloved pro-consumer, developer, slash pub. No, they weren't the publisher. I think WB is developer to like one of the I guess you could say the freaking EA compared to EA, because we know how they roll compared to EA. So like I said, they just need to shut the fuck up and just fix the shit and just move on. That's it. Just shut up. Just stop talking. Because if you keep talking, you're gonna have YouTube channels like Young Yeah that has over 1 million subscribers. What's the other one? Joe, Angry Joe. Like these influencers that has a large following that will spread the word of mouth to millions of people to tell them how scummy that a scum of a company that CD Projekt Red is. Like, they just need to shut the fuck up, because right now it's just not looking too good right now. Matter of fact, I'm hearing that on the PS4 there's a actual warning label to if you buy this on the PS4, there's a warning that the game is fucked up before you buy it. Have y'all heard about that? That's crazy. That's crazy. When was the last time have you purchased a game and there's a warning about there's bugs and shit on the game? Like, what's the point of even freaking buying the damn thing in the first place if it's broken? I don't know, man.
Yo, it's okay. What makes it even more sadder, though, Real Gamer, right? Check this out, right? Even the actual on the Xbox One fucking digital cards you can buy.
Yeah. There's
the logo for CD Projekt Red is nothing more than a fucking broken image icon.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Not only that, on the GOG store, it warns you when you go to the actual Cyberpunk2077 official page on there. It tells you the game is literally fucking, or has a lot of bugs and glitches and experiences, a lot of that crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got PS4 and fucking PS5 where they took the game off the fucking store. Xbox, now it gives you a warning. You look at that game on the web store,
mm-hmm,
or on the actual store itself on the console-wise, and it gives you a warning right above the description. Like, that's fucked up, dude. Never once have I ever... And look, we've played a lot of broken games over the years. Never once have I ever seen companies have to come out and pre-warn motherfuckers on how bad a game is broken, or how
that's new to me.
Glitchy.
That's new to me, man.
Yeah.
Like, for real, that's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Fucking, I don't know. Like I said, they just need to fix the shit and just stay off of Twitter going forward. Just fix the shit and just move on, man. And just hopefully that they'll gain people's trust back, and that's it. So okay, let's move on to Halo. So Halo Infinite, this is the last subject. Halo Infinite has been rumored to they going to I guess withdraw the last gen version of Halo Infinite, and we saw some screenshots of the game, and it looks good. I want to see it in motion. I want to see some gameplay footages. But from the screenshots of what we saw, it actually looked next gen. It actually looked beautiful, and they saying that you were gonna love it. We won't regret with the delay and everything. And from, like I said, from the gameplay aesthetics, from what I saw during the event in July, I liked it. The gameplay looks fun, but from other people's perspectives, that got the next gen Xbox, they don't want to spend $500 to get something that looks like that. I was like, what's the point of buying a machine that's supposed to be the most powerful console in the world, and this game look like a damn 360 game? So yes, that's why there was a big backlash, and Rightfully so. Because I was skeptical myself. I was like, wait a minute, this is Microsoft's biggest franchise, and 343 has it's been in the bubble because a lot of people hated Halo 5, and they feel that Halo has not been the same since Bungie was the developer. And I guess Halo 4, it was a good game, but it's not it wasn't as good as hell. It's the first three. Hell, it's not even as good as Reach, but it's still a good game. But I guess looking at the whole Cyberpunk situation, should Microsoft cancel the Xbox One version and just continue on with the next gen or this current gen platforms? Because I know they want to go after the money. They want all the install base from the Xbox One and the Series S and X. They want a piece of that pie. But is it worth it? Is it worth going through that same hell as Cyberpunk? What do you think, Nick? What do you think? I know they did deny that today, but I don't know. What do you think about it? Should they cancel last generation and just focus on the current generation?
Well, first of all, there's no way the next Halo game is going to come out anywhere near as bad, no matter what system it comes on.
Yeah.
It's not going to come out anywhere near as bad as Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a completely different level of mess. Especially since, it's 343 Studios. They have, they're bigger. They're right. A giant freaking studio. Even on their worst day, it's going to come out looking better than, they're not going to have all those issues. I think at worst, you're going to see a lower graphical fidelity than promised, especially on the older consoles. But I don't think it's going to be a broken, unplayable mess like Cyberpunk. It's still going to be Halo. It's still going to work just fine. But I think a lot of people are worried that it's the Xbox Series X. It's supposed to be the 4K whatever 120 hertz bullshit or whatever like that. So it's supposed to. They're expecting it to be the best looking Halo game ever. And while I'm pretty sure it's going to be really good looking, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna. And I think people are afraid that the development might be two different teams or whatever based on what console it comes on. So we gotta see how it goes. I don't have you have a Series X. Does it have an ability to do graphical setting changes?
The games that I play, yeah. No, Watch Dogs does.
You can change it to this resolution and this frame rate and stuff like that.
Some games be quality or performance. Kind of
Valhalla. You'll probably get that with the next Halo game, but they might you gave a chance to you can up the thing to 4K and get 60 frames, or you can do 1440p and get 120 frames. So hopefully they do something like that, which you'll probably be more able to do on the Series X. I think at the end of the day, it's going to come out and it's going to be like any other game. People are going to love it or they're going to hate it. I mean, you're not going to get 100% love for this game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm finally getting around to playing the Halo series, so I'll see where it goes. And I think it'll be all right at the end of the day.
So okay, go ahead.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as bad as what the hell has been going on with Cyberpunk, man. It's not even close to be that bad.
So okay, so what about you, Barry? What you think? Should they cancel it despite all this shit with Cyberpunk?
No. And the reason why I'm saying that they shouldn't, because here's the thing, right? When was the last time we ever saw a Halo game get revealed for the first time, or any first-party fucking game from Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo? We ever had an actual reveal with an actual engine fucking reveal to be the first thing they show everybody fucking for the first time to introduce a game? That's extremely rare.
Yeah.
No pun intended to rare, but you don't see that very often, right?
Yeah.
What does that tell you? When you show off an engine demo, right? Mm-hmm. That engine just completed. You just fucking had that engine up and running to make a Halo game.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously that vertical slicing you're going to show off is going to look a specific way. Now, and there's a reason why it looked that way, is because everybody, the diehards for Halo, want the game to go back to how the original Halo aesthetics looked. And that's what they're trying to do. Now, as far as like the Craig memes, as far as how what we saw, there's two ideologies going on behind that whole entire shit that everyone's ignoring. Number one, when we saw that gameplay shit, that shit was running on a PC. We don't know if that shit was running on any consoles. They didn't specify, but 343 came out and said that it was running an older, a week or two old fucking build that they had compiled on PC, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's not even Series X fucking equivalent. So here's my theory on this, right? And this is what I think is going to happen. The current gen version, being the Series X version of the game, and the Series S is going to come out. It's going to look fine. The delay definitely helped. You know what I mean? The backlash was there for an obvious reason. That's going to look fine. Think of it like playing the base fucking version of Spider-Man Miles Molasses to fucking PS5.
Molasses.
You know what I mean? Whereas the last gen version, the version that I'm going to be playing, it's probably more than likely going to look just slightly better than what we saw with like the whole Craig meme shit and whatever the case may be. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that because I'm not expecting Halo to look like a next-gen game because it's not being designed that way. They're going to take advantages of the Series X, for sure, the SSD hard drive, of course, and a plethora of other fucking features. So the game is going to run and look a hell of a lot better. In fact, just look at the last update to what Gears 5 had. When they launched with the Series X, an update came out for that game, and that game had fucking broken-ass fucking frame rate problems.
Yeah.
The last update just dropped, perfect across the board, 100%, no dips, no matter what mode you're playing, whatever the case may be. It's foolproof 60 FPS the entire game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Funny if you mentioned if you remember too as well, about a month ago, I believe it was. Well, not even that, just a couple weeks ago. Remember the Coalition posted a thing on their Twitter talking about a new NT fucking thing that they were planning on switching their games over to?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Gears 5 is using now.
Oh,
Halo
okay.
5 or Halo Infinite is going to look fine. It might not look that very good on the Xbox One S or the One X, but it's going to look fantastic on next gen for the Series X and the Series S.
Mm-hmm.
Just obviously a little bit downscaled wise for frame rate purposes, but on the Series S, that is. The X is going to look fucking fine.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of the Series S, like, it's actually not a bad machine because have y'all seen the Digital Foundry video of the Fallout 4 and the Skyrim? Have y'all seen that? In some parts,
it's a little power machine, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, in some parts, the frame rates is higher on the S than the X. Ain't that something? That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you know what? I kind of understand because the Series X is more about quality and the quality and performance. But the Series X is really mainly for performance. You're going to get a little quality. It's going to be a little blurry compared to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. But as far as the performance-wise, you're going to get damn near identical the same performance. And in some cases, probably better since, the developer is going to concentrate more getting these games running at 60 frames a second than 4K because it's not a 4K machine. It's a 1440p machine. So so basically maybe Microsoft was on to something. Like if you want something cheap and it runs really well, all you gotta do is pay $300. Like compare the Xbox Series S to the Nintendo Switch. Like all that shit they put into the machine. Or the Switch Lite. All that shit they put in that machine for only $300. That is crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like I told people, I'm like, look, dude, man, I don't need to get a Series X because a Series X I'm not going to be utilizing 90% of its fucking power fidelity because I don't have a TV that utilizes 4K, so that's out. Fucking, I don't have a 128 fucking hertz TV, so that's out. You know what I mean? A Series S will be perfectly fine for me, man, because A, I don't give a fuck about resolution. And I don't care if the game looks slightly lower quality. That's not going to bother me because at the end of the day, I look at it like this. If you are playing the exact same game I'm playing, I don't give a fuck what resolution or what frame rate they're playing it at. The story doesn't change. The characters don't change.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is that you're getting a better view because you're playing at a higher resolution than I am. Oh my God, end of the world, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. So when I see people make a big ordeal about that, man, it's because those are the fucking dumbass motherfuckers out there, minus the PC guys. They have the right to brag.
Yeah.
But as far as console perspective goes, if that's truly what your motives are and that's truly what the fuck you care about, then you're gaming on the wrong platform. Get off consoles, go on PC, have fun. See you later.
Yeah, that's why I don't understand all this backlash, you know, with the Series S. Like, we know that, you know, when it's all said and done, the Series S is going to outsell the Series X because of that price. That's a $200 difference.
Phil even caught to that.
Yeah, he said that.
Said the exact same shit, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but like as far as the first year, it's gonna probably be more Xbox Series X getting sold because people like us that's all over YouTube and social media platforms, we are the hardcore gamers. So the hardcore gamers gonna be first in line to get these games because the casual gamers, they be, oh, there's a new Xbox. They you know, they didn't know there was a new one out. So we know about it. So that's why the more powerful machine's gonna be, you know, it's gonna sell more, at least the first year. But as year 2 and year 3 and on going forward, we know it's gonna, you know, sell more because like the word of mouth is gonna be like, okay, this is $300. You know, you got this Christmas coming out in a couple of days. Yeah, next Christmas. And let's be real, Microsoft is going to advertise probably the Series X more than the X because of the price. And it's about Game Pass. That is what they want to sell you. It's about getting you subscribed to Game Pass.
Now, yes.
Yeah, so why not get your cheaper product to get the people on board? So yes, the people that's been against it, like, you not looking at the money aspects of this situation. It's pretty obvious unless you on that fuckboy shit. Let's just be real.
Now, think of this though, real. Tell me this is not fucked up, right? I went on Best Buy's Canadian websites, right? I went on a lot of Canadian store websites, Best Buy, fucking The Source, Walmart, all that shit. Here's the fucking weirdest shit ever. Not only is the X and the S never on those sites to be actually be purchased unless you catch an actual open window for that shit, but every fucking regular Xbox One S and Xbox One X are also fucking completely sold the fuck out.
Yeah.
And Microsoft never made an announcement about discontinuing any of those two. They're being sold out because a lot of people are fucking either A, more than likely this is probably the problem, they're mistaking it, they're getting the name confused, kind of like Wii to Wii U all over again with the Series X and the One S. You know what I mean? Or the Series S to the One S and the Xbox One X to the Series X. A lot of confusion there. Or people are buying it because Game Pass is definitely going to push that. When you have that shit be publicly advertised on like food products, man, at least over here in Canada, yeah, it's gonna push consoles. And I hate the people that sit there and blindly say, oh no, Game Pass is not gonna sell units, man. Motherfucker, it already has. That's the crazy mentality about it, man. I see people on Reddit, fucking Reset Era, and even NeoGAF, those fucking stupid ass websites, and people always posting saying, yeah, I bought a series, I bought a 1X because fucking I wanted to play fucking there's a couple games coming to Game Pass I want to play. It's like, yo, why am I the only one that can see that shit and nobody else can't, man? Pay attention.
Look at the Switch situation. Like the Switch, like the $300 price tag is already, you know, affordable. But when you have two different ways of playing a console and it's $300 because on a standard console every generation is between $400 and $500. $400 mostly, you know, $400 at least the average price. But when you go less than $400, like, you know, you making your console more desirable. And Nintendo, they hit it on the mark by pricing this at $300, in which I think is a great price because the hardware is not all that powerful. But let's be real, it's the handheld part that made it more desirable. But the price point is affordable at the same time. And you know, Microsoft did the same thing. They went a different route. They knocked, you know what? Yes and no, because technically you can still play it on the handheld, your phone and whatever, but they still went a different route. But the Series S, on the other hand, it's a lot more powerful than the Switch, but it's the same price. It's that price is so desirable, man. And I don't understand why people still don't understand why Nintendo is doing so well and why is the Series S? I'm not sure what's the sales of it yet, but overall, we know he's going to outsell the X. And if people still don't understand
the
why
Series S
SL
doesn't have Nintendo games, that's basically it.
well, yeah, I know that. I'm talking about as far as like getting the casuals on board. Like when it's holiday time, you want to get that cheap console that's on sale. You don't want to pay.
Plus, there's still limited quality anyway.
Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of hard. Like, well, we know the PS5. I think it's sold like around 2.3 the first week, and the Series X sold like, well, the Series SX sold around 1.7, 1.8. It's kind of hard, to judge because both of them was, they had a supply restraint. Like it was hard finding one anywhere. So we'll probably be a better judge next holiday. That's when hopefully they will have a lot more
Scalpers.
supply.
Don't forget about scalpers, real.
Scalpers not making the situation even better. I don't understand. Like, somebody said that, why should Microsoft and Sony be worried, about people scalping their consoles? It's already bought. I'm like, you don't understand how the video game business works. Majority of the times, these companies sell these consoles at a loss just to get people subscribed to their online services. So if the PlayStation 5 sold, let's say 2.3 million, and half of that is sitting on somebody's shelves waiting to be scalped, how the hell is Sony making profit? How are they making profit? Because you're not getting enough people subscribing to the PlayStation Now. You're not getting enough subscribe to the PlayStation Plus. Like, you're not selling enough software. So that's why I don't understand why people say that. A lot of people keep thinking since they sell them for $500 a piece, that's a lot of money. But at the same time, they losing probably maybe $50 to $100 per console sold because all that tech they put inside these consoles. It's costing more than what they put on the shelves because they have to make the price desirable for average consumers to go and pick them up. Because if they actually put the real price on how much it's worth, honestly, these consoles should be at least $600 to $700 based on the tech. But we already know, like, that's not going to work. When the last time there was a console that was like $700 to $800 and only rich people can buy it, but the hardware was magnificent. It was better than what you get, from the other consoles. For instance, the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo. What was the other console that was way more powerful, but it was so expensive that you have to be rich to afford it? The Neo Geo. The Neo Geo. Yeah.
Well, you know why, right?
Yeah, because them big ass cartridges, man. Like that shit was expensive.
Yeah, because they were arcade perfect.
Yeah.
Cartridges. It was basically having the arcade game on your TV. It wasn't like with the other systems where they ported it to the cartridge. I mean, it was basically the arcade in its purest form at the time.
Yeah, $600 system and $100.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Sam?
Yeah,
what's
the cartridges were like $100 too.
Yeah,
what's up, everyone?
Yeah, that's why the console version of the Neo Geo didn't sell that well because people could not afford the cartridge. It was so expensive. That's why.
The store.
Yeah,
because you were buying an arcade machine, basically.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. You have to have a price point that's desirable for people, to get it to be attractive. If I was real back then, of course I want to get the Neo Geo. That's the best one on the market. It's the best one. But we was dirt poor as hell. I had to choose Nintendo or Sega.
Some of those Neo Geo games came out on the Genesis and Super Nintendo.
I never knew the Neo Geo was a thing anyway until like years later, way after it continued. I heard about this thing.
I heard
I'm
about
a
it.
kid. What do I know?
I heard about it.
I knew about.
I heard about it
Super
at
Nintendo and I knew Genesis.
Remember Second Save, the grocery store. That's the first time I heard about Neo Geo because that's when I started playing. What's that shooter? Goddamn, how did I forget that shooter? Metal Slug. Then I started playing their baseball games, their soccer game, football game. I was like, man, these are fun. These are fun. But at that time, I didn't know that they had a console because a lot of people just couldn't afford it. They just couldn't.
Yeah, they didn't play it for free.
Yeah, I was like, man, I wish I could play this at home, man, because I was like, man, this looks way better than home. Kind of like Strider on arcade versus Strider on the Genesis or the Super Nintendo. Like, yeah, I'll take Strider on the arcade in a heartbeat over the console version.
You play the arcade game, then you go play your home version on your SNES. Is like, yeah, this is way different.
It's a step down. No, don't get me wrong. Like SNES and Sega Genesis was a step up from the 8-bit. But come on, man.
At least they were a bit closer to the arcade version.
Like, when did consoles? Was it the Dreamcast and PS2 when the consoles actually outperformed the arcades? Was that when it was?
The Dreamcast was probably at the time, the most arcade perfect versions of all those games that were in arcades, like Marvel's Capcom, the Street Fighter Alpha 3, the Street Fighter. They were the closest. I mean, it was basically arcade perfect. So that's about the time they became on par in an affordable console setting.
Oh, okay.
Especially the fighting games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dreamcast was like the fighting game, like the perfect fighting game machine.
Oh hell yeah, man! Like that's why I said like I don't play fighting games like I used to, but in the 90s, early 2000s, dude, I love Mortal Kombat and Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter. I loved them.
I was a fighting game fiend in the 90s.
I was.
I mean, it even did it even made Soul Calibur look better. Like the Dreamcast version looked way better than the arcade version.
It still look good as of today. I still have it. It still look good.
I mean, heck, if you go back to its original, like Soul Edge, of course, aka Soul Blade on the PS1, I mean, you can see how slow and chopping, and of course it evolved overall with the sequels, especially with the Soul Calibur series.
Mm-hmm. So
I mean, yeah, back like I remember getting Street Fighter Alpha 3 for the Dreamcast, and I'm like, oh my god, this is just like the arcade.
Oh, I had Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That was my first pick. I was like, oh man, this was so worth it.
Hey, I got a guy. Hey, if you don't want to spend no $200-$300 for these high ass fucking retro games on Dreamcast, I got a guy that actually make these games down there perfect to the original. I'm just letting you know, I got a guy for that. You got the case look the same, the CD look the same, but he priced them like around $20, and it's really good, great quality. I think I told you. I told you about him, Nick. I told you about.
Yeah, I gotta get a working Dreamcast right now, though. My Dreamcast doesn't work.
Oh, you better. You better get one because these retro consoles just keep fucking going up, dude.
Because I actually have the first Marvel Capcom for Dreamcast now.
Yeah, I mean, I think someone took like a modded Dreamcast and started putting like those Thomas Wave games on there, like the ones like over in Japan. They never made it to the States, but somehow someone had like emulated them to this modded Dreamcast. It was great. I mean, it was like this game called Dolphin Blue. It's basically like a softer version of Metal Slug. It plays great on there, and of course, it had fighting Fist of the North Star.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I played the crap out of that. I was like,
that would be nice if Sega give us a Dreamcast Mini, because even though it was a short-lived console, it has so many great games, and they could find a way to license some of these games. Like, I would honestly pick the Dreamcast over the Sega Genesis Mini any day. If they could somehow get,
I mean, the sports games on there were great. I mean, the 2K series. That's where it all started.
Yeah, you just put NBA 2K, NFL 2K, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Soul Calibur, Sonic Adventures 1 and 2, Crazy. If they gonna manage to get at least 20 of these damn great Power Stones, they get these games on here. I will, man. That would be a dream.
You gotta have 1 or 2.
That'll be. I'll say 2. The second one's the better one. Get Power Stone 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like it would be a dream if they do that. I don't understand Sega. They're sitting on so much money. Like
all those IPs, man. It's
like
start getting them out of the boat.
Like all the freaking Sonic Adventure games ended up everywhere. Why can't they do some of the other games?
Why? Okay.
Yeah,
okay, we was talking about this. This generation has been a generation of remade games. Remasters, remakes. There's a RPG, arguably the greatest RPG to ever come out, but a lot of people don't know about it because JRPGs was kind of niche back then. A game that Sega owns, the IP, is called Skies of Arcadia. Like, what's going on? Like, they should look at how Final Fantasy is still selling great. Dragon Quest selling great. Persona 5 got super duper popular. Like JRPGs is getting very popular out here in the West. Very popular. And Sega have multiple IPs, Shining Force, Phantasy Star. Even though they are doing something, there's what's the new one that's it's for some reason it's still called Phantasy Star Online 2. I don't know why they still say 2, but was it like New Genesis? Is that the name of it?
There's one of those.
It's something like that, but I still don't. Why are they still carrying the 2 name? It looks like a brand new game, but at least they're doing something with that. But they still have Shining Force and Skies of Arcadia they hadn't done nothing about. So I don't know.
I mean, think about it. Like the Outrun, like you see the arcade one of us. Like it'd be great to see like a new Outrun game, things like that. Like all those IPs they got locked away. It's like it'd be great if they make sequels to them or at least like reboots of them. It's like bring out to like for the new generation.
Well, it's just, like I say, I don't understand them sometimes. You
Hey, we're not in the boardroom. We're not wearing the suits, so we don't make those kind of decisions.
Persona 5 Scramble, is that the name of Scramble? I think it's called something else I heard in the West. That actually finally got announced for Switch and PlayStation 4 out here for the West. Why the fuck are you giving these spin-offs to the Switch knowing that type of fan base will love Persona 5? It will sell like crazy on the Switch. Why the fuck are you doing the spin-off? Like,
I honestly don't think it would.
You don't think it'll run that well?
No, I don't know about running, but I don't think it's going to sell that well.
Dude, the Switch is a JRPG machine. What do you mean?
I know it is, but that don't mean they're buying them.
I don't know.
I mean, I know over there they will, but
unless the Persona 5 Scramble is a test run. If it sells well, then maybe they might put the Persona 5, maybe Royale on it. But
well,
I still don't understand why we. Yeah.
The game. Well, okay. The game that's supposed to come out for it next year, they finally did the release date. It's Shin Megami Tensei 5, and the remake of Shin Megami Tensei 3. They're both coming to the Switch next year. Now, the 5, they like SMT 5. They announced like day one when they first did the Switch reveal. They already said the game was coming, but you know.
Yeah.
Atlas games, especially the RPGs, SMT, and they take forever for them. They usually end up bringing these freaking games at the end of the console life cycle.
I don't know.
Like Persona 5 was supposed to be a PS3 game, and it was actually. It is on PS3, but it took so long to come out that it just came out on PS4 at the same time.
But last time I checked, they didn't have no exclusive deal with Sony. So why are they keeping them games exclusive on Sony platforms? That does not make sense, especially with the Yakuza games.
No idea.
It wasn't even exclusive on PlayStation. I realized I found it out a few months ago. That doesn't even make sense. Like,
well, Yakuza 3, the Yakuza collection, which is 3 through 5, is coming to Game Pass.
Yes.
I want to say March of next year.
You know what?
It might be January. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty close.
sometime.
Kudos
and
to
then
Phil
6
Spencer.
comes out a few months later.
Kudos to Phil Spencer for getting that done. Like, you know, a lot of Xbox guys didn't know what the hell Yakuza was, and now it's on Game Pass. Now a lot of Xbox gamers just fell in love with the Yakuza series, and they want more. So that's how you get
I
the
went
shit
and
done.
bought after playing like Yakuza 0 on Xbox, like on the Game Pass. I bought a few Yakuza games for PS4 because I wanted to play them already. I'm like, I want to wait.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it got those Kiwami games. Like, I got 0, both the Kiwamis on PS4.
I played
like,
0 and 1 on Game Pass, and then I found Kiwami 2. It was like $15 on a Black Friday sale. So, so I bought the PS5. I played 2 and 3 basically on the PS4.
I definitely want to play the new one, the dragon, like a dragon.
Yeah, I'm gonna build up to that one though.
I heard so many great things about that game. Some people said you get damn near like a Persona 5 experience, you know, or like a Dragon Quest experience playing that game.
People love it. It's doing a lot better out here than in Japan, especially with the RPG elements.
I'm kind of curious on the sales of that game because if it's kind of like Persona 5, I'm definitely gonna play it. That'd probably be my next game on the list as soon as I clear some of my backlog.
I don't think so.
Yeah, my backlog is crazy right now.
It's crazy, dude.
I mean, basically this month I worked so much overtime, and it's like my gaming time was very limited.
Yeah, same with me. Well, then again, like I did work a lot of overtime, but I kind of gave up YouTube to play more video games. That's why I really hadn't did more, much content these past few months. Because I don't want to keep talking about games if I ain't playing them. That just makes me a fuckboy.
I do a few highlights, here and there. I mean, I recently did one like a few days ago and stuff like that. But I mean, pretty much right now, after it's pretty much slowed down. Now I can actually do some catching up because I got 4 days off and things like that. Of course, chilling with the missus, but she also plays also.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, so I know we was on our last topic. I know you came late, but then again, I should have saw your message a long time ago. That's my fault. So what do you think about the Cyberpunk situation? And do you think with the rumors of Halo, by them canceling next gen versions, do you think that might have something to do with it with the debacle going on? It's a rumor.
Well, that's a tough one, but I mean, like the whole Cyberpunk mess is like, everything's been developing since for 8 years, or even right before like the PS4 and the Xbox One. Is like it took all that time and it's finally dropped. It even after multiple delays and all these crashes and bugs and stuff like that, and people, getting big mad when I was like, "Hey, I want my money."
Yeah.
And Sony just took it right out of the PSN store. It's like, "Hey, here's your money back." It's crazy, but as far as the Halo situation, I probably in their mind, they'll probably see it as an omen. It's like, yeah, we better go a different direction about this, so we don't end up like them.
There's no way they could mess up it that badly. I just refuse to believe that.
Well, one of the developers, let me see if I can find that deal. He did mention. Was it LinkedIn profile for Halo Infinite? UI art lead Chad was Mirshak states that he is working on Halo Infinite for PC, Xbox Series with no mention of the Xbox One version. He said this has led some to think that Halo Infinite for the Xbox has been canceled. There is no further evidence supporting that claim, and the point is, by pure Xbox, blah 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 blah. And of course, Microsoft, they came out today and denied those claims. But I don't know, man. It's something, even though if it might not be true, but it's something to think about. Especially when it comes to the new generation consoles, we always have that issue. With these cross-platform games, we know that these developers, they want to get as much money as possible, but at what cost? Like you want to cater towards the older people that got the old consoles, but what about the people that supporting your new consoles going forward? Because there's no guarantee that the people that has the older consoles is going to transition to get the new consoles. So I honestly think that they should cater towards the new consoles, since those are your customers for the next 5 to 8 years, however your generation is going to be, how long it's going to be. But at the same time, this project started 8 years ago, meaning that this game was supposed to strictly be on this console, on the 8-gen platforms, and the development time went so long that they went ahead and just say, hey, fuck the 8-gen, let's concentrate on the PC and concentrate on the 9-gen, whatever. And I don't know, this is what got there's a big debate on whether is this game really a 8-gen or a 9-gen, because the way they went about it, it's like they focusing more for the 9-gen, the 9th generation, whatever, man.
But the high end systems like PC, PS5, Series X, that kind of thing.
Because in that case, if they knew for a fact that that game was in a state that they shouldn't even released it, then they should at least be like, hey, just come, be upfront, be like, hey man, we still need at least a couple more months, 2 to 3 more months tops, 3 months tops, because if we release this game right now, even though they got some death threats, so I'm not just holding CD Projekt Red accountable. At least 9% accountable. But there was some death threats, and people keep rushing them. Hey man, when you bring this out, there was been pressure. A lot of people been pressured. So there was some death threats going on, and some of this stuff might have something to do with it because they delayed the game like 3 or 4 times, and they said something about we promise you we're not going to delay it again, and they delayed it a few months later, and it's just been everywhere, all over the place, man, and. I don't know what else to say about this situation no more. They just need to fix the shit. But if this game was
their reputation's in the toilet.
It is. If this game was developed for this generation, then they should have concentrated on the Xbox and the PlayStation first. Yes, we know it's on PC, but if they knew that it was ready for PC and not console, just be upfront. Be like, hey, we're going to release the PC version first because the console's not ready. Yes, you're going to have some pissed off Xbox and PlayStation gamers, but at least they know up front. At least maybe they was scared to where maybe they was going to ask for their money, but they was going to cancel their pre-orders because they had so much pre-orders going on. They had like about 8-9 million pre-orders. That is insane. That's a lot of pre-orders, dude. But maybe I was thinking about that, but I just feel that the leadership in that situation was they made very poor judgment, and that should be a fireable offense. Whoever's the head of that project, because that doesn't.
You got to think about it. Like before it got delayed to December, like the game went gold, like all those pre-orders and stuff like that, and then it got delayed after that. Like a lot of people was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" It's like. The game's gone gold, but you decided to cancel again over what? Like, what's wrong with it? Like,
and not only that, when Cyberpunk got delayed to December, remember the Medium was supposed to come out in December, and let's be real, the Medium, Microsoft delayed the Medium because there's no way the Medium is going to compete against Cyberpunk, so that's why they delayed it. I think it's supposed to come out maybe.
They were smart on that.
Yeah, they were smart on that. But at this point, I'm like, man, y'all should have just went ahead and released the goddamn game because of this shit. Hell, right. This debacle with Cyberpunk 2077, we could have actually had possibly a good game to play because they actually do look very interesting. It does. But I guess we got some questions in the chat, people. Let's get some questions. Questions. Bert, you been fucking quiet, man. Say something. God damn it.
No.
No.
You just said something. You said no. He must be on the other podcast.
Cyberpunk. No. I'm not on the podcast.
Unless you playing
on fucking. Just waiting on Alex.
Waiting on Alex. Well, we're about to close in a few minutes anyway.
We're not starting another half hour anyway, so we're good.
Okay. So yeah, you got any questions in the chat? Anybody got any questions before we get up out of here? Sinister, did you play River City Girls and Streets of Rage 4?
Oh yeah, I played them both on the Switch. I had Streets of Rage 4 on the Xbox.
We had a debate on which game we think was better, and we kind of tied. Me and Amazon, we said Streets of Rage 4. We picked that over River City Girls, and Nick and Alex, they picked River City Girls over Streets of Rage 4. So what do you think? Like, overall, what do you think? Which one? They both fantastic games. I love them both. Right. But which one do you think you would put over?
I'd have to put Streets of Rage 4 over this one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the River City Girls, I like it, but I mean, just the way that Streets of Rage 4, the way it was presented and the way it plays, I was like, damn, I'm glad it's back to its roots because, I mean, 3 was like a letdown to me, except if you played like the Japanese version of it, which was a little bit better, but the way Streets of Rage 4 came out and kicked ass, I was like, man, I'm glad it's back the way it is. Like, got something new, something old, things like that. We kind of blended both things together.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling you was pick that since the nostalgia factor.
Heck, you got to think about it. Next year's the 30th anniversary of Streets of Rage.
Man, I really hope they give us either some DLC content or give us Be like, hey man, work on the Streets of Rage. Honestly, I don't want them to end the series, man. I want more. You know, I kind of felt that the game was a little bit short. I wish that they gave us a few more stages, but it was still a great game. But
Yeah, like hopefully if they do a second one, next one after this, bring back Skate.
I think beat 'em ups just aren't long games. I mean, you're just gonna have to take
They're not meant to be
the
long
fact
games,
that
though.
they're short little fun games, but you know they seem replayable. You want to like play a game where you want to just run around and beat people up, you know, you go back to it.
yeah, because turn a beat 'em up game into like more of a realistic 3D fighter. It don't turn out too well because remember,
I feel like you can't make the games too long. I mean, they're only gonna like be interesting for so long, but like they're also like fun to go back to.
unless you make it a story-driven game, like turn to a Yakuza type of game, it can work.
Yeah.
You put everything together. But I remember Final Fight. I remember playing I forgot the name. It was Final Fight something for the original Xbox. And that game was freaking trash.
Oh, you talking about Streetwise?
Oh my god!
I know Hagar. He was like a drunken mess. He's like, I was like,
Yeah,
I was
why
like,
do you think they're not
yo.
gonna make another goddamn fucking Final Fight?
I was like, man, y'all
y'all
ruined it. And what's that other one?
Yeah.
Golden Axe for the 360. Oh my god!
oh, Beast Rider. Beast Rider was
That
trash.
shit was why. That's probably why they started doing beat 'em ups because they tried to transition them to a 3D game. It just did not turn out too well. It did not.
Good idea on paper, but it crashed.
It crashed.
and burned.
But I feel that it can work on Sega's behalf because you know they can use the Yakuza team to make a story-driven Final Fight because their stories is actually great. You know, very dramatic, it's very cinematic, and it's good. You know, it keep you on your heels, keep you at the edge of your seat because, it kind of reminds me of some of these story-driven games. Like, you so into the story. And, it's just, I don't know. That's the only way I feel that a beat-em-up game can work if they have the right people to make it. What's the name? Who did the? I forgot the name of the developer that did the Yakuza game. What's the name? What's the name of the developer? Y'all remember?
I think on top of my head right now.
I don't
okay.
know. I remember.
I forgot, but yeah, they need somebody like that to make a. If they have, do a Streets of Rage, having the Yakuza people develop.
Deep Silver.
No, I know Deep Silver didn't develop that. Deep Silver is a publisher. I don't know. It is what it is, man. Do we got a few questions?
I think it's like it's hard to pronounce. Ryu Ga Go To Studio. It's one of those.
That's the name of the studio. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Question: are you going to play what Wave? What is that? Autowave games on Dreamcast? What's a? I don't know what that is.
Wave games
Atos
on
Wave?
Dreamcast. I don't know.
What is that, Kendall?
I don't know. That's some sort of Dreamcast emulator we don't know about.
HM Comp? I don't know. He said order warnings about bugs done with game earlier. Is he talking about the Cyberpunk?
Oh, I guess he's talking about that. Then he asked, was there supposed to be remasters of the House of the Dead arcade games?
That would be awesome because I enjoyed those. I really enjoyed those.
Oh yeah, same here.
Was there? But I'm starting to. I don't know. Now I'm wondering. I think I heard that rumor too, but now I'm not sure.
So how would that work? A game like House of the Dead? Because people, let's be real. You get the full experience if you have motion controls.
Yeah, you remember that one that happened on the Wii? There's like a mix of Grindhouse on there. I think it was Overkill. House of the Dead Overkill.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah,
I never
actually
played it, but I remember that.
I rented it one time.
That game, bro, that game is so fucked up, bro. Like, that ending to that game is probably one of the most disgusting endings for any video game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that game, it was fun, but I kind of got offended with the stereotypical typical black man being the angry, cussing motherfucker.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Dude,
no,
it's supposed to be,
Nah.
yeah, but it's based on, it's not, no, it's based on one of those old school ass cliche fucking movie going drive through.
It's not that. I see that stereotype in a lot of movies, and I don't like that. It just bring, I don't know, negative. You know, just I don't like it. It's very negative. I don't like that. Now I see it most of the time. Like, you know, be a black guy, white guy cop partner. Black man's always angry. The white guy's always cool and collective. Am I right, Nick? Do you see that most of the time? I'm just being real.
Friend me into this.
I'm just saying on the majority, on the masses, it's always, every time there's a black white, you know, combination, you know, partner, the black man majority of the times is always angry, cussing all the time. White man just cool, smoking cigarettes, just cool.
He is in the game, but at the same time, they also made it. Dude, there's a balance there because not only is that a cliche thing towards a black guy.
I'm usually the cussing guy, so.
But at the same time,
No, I was just looking at the stereotypes.
That dude's making all the right decisions in the game.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
Like, if you watch the story, yeah, he's making all the right decisions.
Oh, don't get me wrong.
There.
Don't get me wrong. It was a cool character. It just I pay attention to negative stereotypes all the time. I'm like, that is not how. Oh, there we go. Well, look what I'm living in. I am still in the land of my captivity, sir.
The land of your captivity, motherfucker.
I am
we're
still
all in captivity. We're all in fucking COVID. Social distancing, bro.
Shit. I don't know. Not like I said, the game was fun. That's just a negative thing I'm gonna take away from. I didn't like the stereotype. That's it.
I mean, House of the Dead, I mean, it's known for its bad acting anyway.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
it was very cheesy.
Dude, that's
it was
why,
very cheesy.
You know, that's why they went to that old school drive-in. I forget what they call it there. Freaking what's his name? Quentin Tarantino. Grindhouse, yeah. They took that Grindhouse feel where it's very cliche and you know that kind of stuff. But it's perfect for House of the Dead, and it works so well. Not only that game before Mafia 2 dropped was in the Guinness Book of World Records, man, for the most F-bombs in a video game.
Oh, really? God dang.
Wow.
Yeah. Then Mafia 2 came out and then swept that under the rug like it was a bitch.
You can't play the game around kids.
Nope.
God dang.
Oh, Mafia 2, man, I love that game.
Mafia 2 is amazing.
They ain't got no censor deal on there, like with the profanity.
Oh hell no. Dude, see, that's what I thought. Like I was blown away, dude. Like even the lyrical music tracks are fucked up, dude. Like they go into like sexual, like fucking explicit language and shit. Dude, it's great, dude. It's fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like it, you can suck my dick. You know, I'm like, what? I'm like, did I just hear that? Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
That's how people talk back then.
Basically. Damn, Gruda, you is freaking late as hell. We about to freaking close. Fucking Gruda legends. But yeah, I got good news and bad news. I got good news for y'all. I'll probably do a little bit more content now since I guess the bad news is I'm a fucking bum again. I'm unemployed again.
What?
But the good news, I'm about to get that extra $300 a week on my unemployment check.
Damn.
COVID, man. COVID's been fucking around people fucking this whole entire
dude, it's crazy, dude. Like usually, like if I fill out unemployment, it will probably take me between 10 and 15 minutes to get a hotel representative. It took me almost 3 hours. Was it yesterday? 3 hours. It was that bad. It's getting worse, man. I think like 1.5 million got filed last week. It's crazy, dude. But that's probably why they're fighting tooth and nail trying to up that freaking stimulus from $600 to $2,000 because $600, that's a joke, man. What the fuck can you do with $600? Pay a light bill and gas and a water bill? That's
$600. I mean, for me,
it's not gonna pay your rent.
Console right there.
It's not gonna pay your rent. It's not gonna pay your mortgage. Maybe your car note.
I mean, here it could.
That money right there.
It'll pay your rent, but that's about it. But
I wish I was getting that kind of money here. Fucking A, dude. I would have had my Switch by now. God damn it.
You wasn't getting $200 a month? I'm not $200. $2,000 a month.
The fuck? Hell no, dude.
You in Canada? I thought they was giving that to
That was
everybody.
Yeah, they should do it because I'm on disability, so disability gets no benefits. So
Oh,
That was for people
that's
who
fucked up.
actually, like, you know, their
people that
jobs
actually
were
work.
temporarily closed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I don't
like,
qualify
Alex
for
was
that.
getting the 2,000 a month because his job was closed for
At the same time,
For like
scabbing
4 months.
PS4 is like a scumbag
Yeah.
that he is. That motherfucker.
Who said that?
I said Alex was getting 2,000 a month on top of scapping PS5s.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, man.
That's Alex, bro.
I
Right?
knew about 2 PS5s and scapping. You're just fucking scumbag, man. God dang.
What was it that you say? Real was like, God dang it, Alex.
He's a scumbag. I mean, yeah, he know his name, scumbag. But okay, all right, let's go and get up out of here, man. It's been about 2 hours, so you know it was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Of course, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and next week, do it next week. I'm not sure either Thursday or Friday, whatever. That's good with y'all guys. I do want to start back doing it every week. I got nothing to do right now, and I might just stay my ass home. Especially if I'm getting that extra money on that stimulus for unemployment.
You might as well.
And plus, I'll be saving money for daycare. I was paying $600 a month on daycare. Yeah,
Oh,
daycare.
get your ass a lot.
So I got another year and a half till my son starts school. He about to be 3, so I'm just, oh my God, it's not coming soon enough.
How big is he right now?
Man, you're a big boy. He like I said, he be 3 in February. So it's these years went by kind of fast. The boy's itty bitty now. He's he's talking now. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it on your toes.
Man, tell me about it. But yeah, anyway, guys, appreciate you guys coming in. Like I said, I'm do it again next week, and all y'all more welcome to come back. And anybody else have any closing thoughts before we get up out of here?
Hey, happy holidays. Be safe out there.
Yeah, happy holidays, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
That's over.
I was wondering if you was gonna catch that. All right.
Hanukkah, November. It's like maybe close to December.
Oh, okay. How about this? Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
That's
go. There we go.
that's Saturday.
Actually, I didn't know what. Actually, I didn't know what day that was, man. You more blacker than me, man.
It's the 20th.
It's the day after Christmas.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I guess I'm gonna get my whole. Was it what they call it? Whole tip cap, hat, or whatever. The dashikis, yeah. I'm about me
White
dashiki.
guy knew when Kwanzaa was. Okay.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. But anyway, let's get up out of here. Appreciate you guys coming, and we will see y'all guys in the next ride. Peace. Oh, whoa. We forgot to do something. Our outros.
All
right.
right. Getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself,
Say
man.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Okay, yeah. I was getting ahead of myself. I'll try to get the fuck up out of here. Okay, let's go get the outros out the way before we get up out of here. Let's start with you, Sinister.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Get your main man Sinister back when for another podcast. I appreciate it, bro.
No problem. Let's go with you, Burr.
There you go.
Classic Burr. That's it?
That's his ending.
Fucking Burr. All right. I guess Nick.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Of possibly the last one of 2020. Maybe we'll squeeze one more in. I don't know. We will see. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, and once again, it's your boy RigGame27, and I appreciate you guys coming, and we will see y'all guys in the next ride. Peace out. Hold on, before y'all start cussing me out, let me go